Hi, this is Faith Bernard, and this video is on net neutrality, part two, keeping our internet free and open for everyone. And one of the things I noticed when I sent the first article and video out, the response I got was there were some people that just still didn't know what it meant. And they didn't even, some of them had just heard about the issue. And these are people that do business on the internet. They have companies, small and medium range size companies, not fully grasping what's at stake here and what it means to them. And it also means a lot to all of us who are consumers. If you've ever bought or researched a product or service or just researched anything on the web, you want to care about net neutrality. But the biggest obstacle is the name. What does it mean? So let's talk about it. We want an open and free internet for everyone. Level playing field that as long as you provide good content and do a good job, you'll get found. Well, it's not about really changing anything. It's about protecting what we already have. I think it's one of the challenges that some people have. There's a small group of people out there, maybe very conservative, and I've actually got an email response back from the last article I did, and the person said, well, it's a Marxist plot. I was just like blown out of the water that anyone would actually say that if they understood what the actual what it was all really about. So anyway, let's make it really, really clear. So right now, what the internet is it's a public channel, and that gives us all access to it based on producing good content and good SEO. We can have our blog or website found, and also through social media and what have you. But with if the net neutrality gets defeated by these large companies that have created the infrastructure for the internet, and now they can control it and decide who gets access to it. That's what's at stake, and that's why you need to get involved. Okay, it's a big deal. So I'll give you a couple examples. I was talking to Robin Harris. He's a major blogger for storage, computer storage. I didn't realize it was such a big deal, but it is. And he's a top blogger in the world in that arena. He's a very good writer, and he's written like 4 or 5 articles on net neutrality. And he actually really takes issue with the name that was coined because it's been the biggest obstacle, and I agree. We both came to the same conclusions on this. So anyway, he mentioned that an article that he read made a really good metaphor for this, and it was this. Imagine, if you will, that the internet is Federal Express. Now, this is just an example. It's not really true. But in this example, let's say that you're a customer and you come to Federal Express and you say, I have an overnight package. I need to get it sent. How much will it be? And Federal Express says, well, I'll have to wait a minute. We only have 1 slot open for an overnight, and you'll have to bid on it and see, and we'll give it to the highest bidder. That's what's happening. If we go to a bidding process for the internet, only the big companies with the large bankrolls will get seen on the internet. That means that your blog, your videos, whatever, is not going to get seen. My husband used a great, another metaphor for it and actually explained what actually could happen. These major companies have the ability to throttle bandwidth, which is the ability for someone to get found because, the bandwidth is really the speed of which a website can get found, and they can definitely alter that and give like a premium service for the people that pay the top dollar. Okay, so you have your basic service and then you have a premium service, and it would definitely cut out the average small, the mid-sized business. And I really think that if you look at the television model, it was greatly impacted by advertising. I think it impacted the quality of journalism and in some degree impacted innovation. In fact, there was I don't even watch television anymore. I think a lot of people fall into that category now. But, I started not watching it like 10, 15 years ago because, 1, I didn't want all the negativity, and 2, it's all driven by the advertisers. In fact, that's why I think journalism, you just didn't see the really good, independent, hard-hitting journalism that was, really independent of whatever advertisers they were trying to please, if you will. In that television model. So we don't want to see this happen to the internet. It's really been the greatest blessing that we've had in the last 15 years, is having this ability to connect with each other. And someone can start off with very little money, and if they do their job right and do a really good job providing great content, they can get found and they can create a following. and they can become very prosperous as a result. So, and when you look at the economy and everything that's going on, it only makes sense, one, to protect this channel, this public channel called the internet. It's not about changing anything, it's just about protecting what we already have and not giving all that power over to a few large companies. Doesn't that make sense? And hopefully you'll read the article along with this video and check out the link, Save the Internet. I'm also including a link to Robin Harris's blog so you can read more about what he says. He's a very good writer. I think you'll love his insights. And thanks a lot and have a great day.